What is up, traders? Welcome back. Today's trading day for me was okay. I had one loser, 3 winners, honestly speaking, the price action for me was not that great. I had it was no clear direction. It was not really a range either. I mean, I guess you can call that a range, but it was just really weird, to be honest. And you had to play off the short-term trend channels because the bigger ones didn't really work for me. But my first trade of the day was a loser, and surprise, surprise, you clearly see. And I made a major mistake here, which I always talk about this and I always forget for some reason. But you can clearly see it's congestion in its inside bar. You can clearly see 1, 2, 3, 4 candles are inside of the other candle of the big bullish candle. And yeah, I hate inside bars. I'm not gonna lie, I hate inside bars. And honestly speaking, I wasn't paying attention, and yeah, just not being a loser. Again, I was thinking maybe price would might test the EMA. We do have double top basically, and basically kind of like a second leg up, I guess. But clearly see the inside bar, and there's no setup there. So it's unfortunate, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm definitely gonna keep my eye on inside bars. Maybe I should make a giant post that says, hey, watch out for the inside bars. But anyways, let's move on. So this is not really my second trade, but I do want to mention this, and I was trying to trade this as well. I was looking for a failure here. You can clearly see the second entry long failure, and I was actually trying to trade this. You can clearly see the price made 2 legs up, and it did fail below the EMA, which I really like. The signal bar does not really matter, but I just like the price action. And you can clearly see you have a break of this smaller channel up there, and a retest of the lowest possibility. And here we go. The price broke through the basically all the stops, and I was way too late to get on the price action, and that was my bad. I hesitated. I should have traded it. I should pull the trigger sooner. And honestly speaking, I should have placed a stop order below that failure to make sure that I was getting filled. But the price made the scalp, and I was no longer interested in the trade. But that's one of the trades that I was trying to trade. So let's go on to the second trade of the day. Second trade of the day was basically I was looking for a second entry long. Second entry short, and possibility of maybe a triple test. But right now it's looking like a double test, not a triple test. So, but I was thinking that the price might retest the bottom of that channel, and I did end up extending the channel a little bit wider, which seems to me fitting nicely. And I was hoping to get 2 legs up, which we technically did. But the problem is with this trade, which I didn't like at the time, was actually the signal bar basically matching lows and highs of the signal bar, and I don't like that. DMA was getting a little bit flat, as you clearly see. It did trigger the trade though, but the signal bar again, it was matching lows and highs, and I was not liking that. But I did want to minimize my risk, and I was hoping to get a better entry, which I did. And I was hoping to get my scalp. I wasn't sure I was gonna get my scalp or not. Honestly, this is a bit of a lucky trade, and sometimes what you need is a little bit of a luck. And I was planning on doing 1-to-1 since I had that loss previously, so but I decided against it. I decided not to mess with the trade and just leave it as is. So I did get my scalp eventually, and you'll clearly see in a second that the price actually reversed and made higher highs. So again, lucky trade, but I think the overall thinking was there. Again, break of trend, maybe possibly 2 legs up, and then maybe possibly even triple test. So I was thinking about taking this trade, this lower high that's forming right now, but the signal bar wasn't good enough, and I decided against it, and I just decided to move on to the next trade. As you can clearly see, low high triple test, but the EMA is still flat, and the bar closed bullish. So I said no, I don't want that. I want to skip it and move on to the next. So this next trade, again, I have this bigger downtrend working down the channel, and at the time I really liked it. Again, I wasn't really quite sure if it was the correct channel, because again, the price was kind of, honestly speaking, the price was not making any direction. It was more of a sideways action more than anything. And but I did have this channel downtrend, the bigger channel downtrend in play. and I figure we maybe get 2 legs up and then possibly test the bottom of that channel again, the recent lows at least, or at least that swing low, the recent swing low. And again, this trade was actually rough because I had to sit it out for a minute because it actually turned into congestion, and which I hate when that happens. And you can clearly see I was trying to get a measure move, and honestly speaking, that measure move not quite accurate. I should have been measuring from the that swing high up there, so I was off by a tick or two. But generally speaking, what I saw is 2 legs up and possibility of a breakup channel and possibility of a retest of the lows. And I did like the signal bar on this one as well. So again, it's risky. It's not you know, not ideal, but again, like I said, we're too far from EMA, and signal bar was decent. Technically that's not a signal inside bar. You can clearly see there's the bar ticked above the closing bar or previous bar. So if it was an inside bar, I would have skipped it, but I did like the signal bar, and I actually had to, like I said, wait it out because this trade took a little while. So I'll fast forward a little bit, but it ended up working out, and I actually wanted to kind of scratch the trade, but I don't know, I decided to just leave it as is and see what happens, because I feel like I'm so quick to cut my profits or whatever, or my target, and I never actually cut my stop losses. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Like whenever I'm in a losing trade, I never move my stop loss. I leave it as is, and that's it. But whenever I'm in a winning trade, I always cut my losses short, or I just cut the trade period and get out break even. But this time I just felt like, hey, just leave it alone, see what happens. If it's a loser, it's a loser, and if it's a winner, it's a winner, and then just move on. So there you go. Just fast forward a little bit. Yeah, you can clearly see there's a lot of congestion there. I did almost get stopped out on a few occasions, and honestly, I honestly thought that I could have got stopped out for sure. But you can clearly see there's a mini range, basically congestion, and the price is rejecting that level where my stop loss is. So I was kind of relieved that it didn't break through basically the measure move. Yeah, I was still nervous, and finally the trade did work out and ended up being a winner. And I was originally thinking that we might test the EMA, which I think we did at that point, but the price ended up making higher highs anyways. So again, a little bit of a lucky trade, but like I said, sometimes all needs a little bit of luck, you know. So let's move on to the next trade. So the next trade was basically second entry long, and like you clearly see the price action is just going kind of sideways and up, and I do have this bigger channel in play as well. That's how I played it off, and you can clearly see 2 legs down. We did not make a measure move, but you can clearly see that actually the price is gapped up, meaning that it never retraced back and just went forward. I think it went back actually in the next candle, but anyways, I'm in the trade, and like I said, I was looking for retest of the highs of the recent swing high first, and then the actual swing high of the uptrend or up channel right there. So again, it's kind of scary to go into a long position after such a big move down, because you can clearly see 1, 2, basically 4 bearish candles, and then you have a doji in the middle, but 4 bearish candles, doji in the middle, and you can clearly see that there's some movement to the downside, and it's really scary to go against that, right? In your mindset, you're thinking, oh, these are very bearish candles, I should be going short. But in reality, again, like I said, 2 legs down, break of the channel. We do have a break and new low in place, so the correction has played out, and you can basically trade it as a double bottom or equal lows, whatever you want to call it. But I trade as a second entry long, and you can clearly see I'm up actually $40 in a day, which is again nothing crazy, but you know, slowly but surely I did increase the contract size to 2 instead of 1, so I'm slowly working my way back to hopefully by 5 contracts. I don't want to go anything higher than that, but yeah, that was my last trade of the day, and it was a fairly quick one too. And actually the price did make higher highs. I mean, the retest of that recent high, or not recent high, I'm sorry, the swing high from the top of the channel. So my initial analysis was correct. So but yeah, those were my trades. Again, like I said, the price action was very tough, and yeah, I was not really excited about that, about the day. And 40 bucks in a day, no big deal. I'll come back tomorrow and see what happens tomorrow. We do have some news, so maybe that's why the price action is not where it should be. But anyways, thanks for watching, and hopefully you guys were in the green, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.